the Prophet ﷺ said, أَخْوَفُ مَا أَخَافُ عَلَيْكُمْ الْأَئِمَّةَ الْمُضَلِّينَ أو كما قال. The thing I'm the most scared of you is the imams that will misguide you. So this person is not a sahir, they're not worshipping shaytan and all of that, but this person is writing ta'aweez with maybe the names of shaytan on it. And you go to that person and you say, "Ya Shaykh, what is this? I just opened this amulet you gave to someone and it says Fir'aun, Haman, Iblis, help me. But this is how our Shaykh taught us to write, and we found it in a book and we copied it and whatever." And that person may not be bathing himself in like blood at night or whatever, or like he may not be like doing all these kind of weird magician things, but he is someone who is halfway there, and his goal is to ruin your belief in Allah.
Subhanallah.
And that's why he might even give you a printed ta'weez amulet, not even bother to write it by hand. He's not even, because the ones they write by hand, the origin of those amulets that are written by hand is something called Rayat Kisra, Khosrow's banner. It was destroyed by the Sahaba radiallahu anhum in the battle of, I think, Al-Qadisiyah, or a battle like that, one of the battles in Persia. The Sahaba destroyed it. So Khosrow, when he went out for battle, he would have a ta'weez, like a giant, like big ta'weez, on a banner. And this ta'weez he would have was 10 by 10 square, 10 down, 10 across. And in each one was a letter. طيب, what's the letters? The shaytan, وَإِنَّ الشَّيَاطِينَ لَيُوحُونَ إِلَىٰ أَوْلِيَائِهِمْ. The shaytan tells you what to write. There, So they sit under the stars. قوم يكتبون أبجاد وينظرون في النجوم ما لهم من فعلهم هذا من خلاق. Hadith is عن ابن Abbas is ضعيف, لكن what is said about it is the meaning is correct. He said they are the people who write abajad, يعني abjad, هوز, حطي, كلم. They write codes, symbols and codes, and they look at the stars. يعني they look at, I'm writing Ta underneath the star. When it's a Gemini horoscope time, I write the letter Qaf and I write the letter Dal when this one goes into Scorpio and all of that. I do not believe when they do this, they have anything in the hereafter. Though that is a lot of sihr like that, works like that. The shaitan tells you what to write, when to write, because you're a worshipper now. Abid shaitan. You went out from وَعِبَادُ الرَّحْمَنِ الَّذِينَ يَمْشُونَ عَلَى الْأَرْضِ هَوْنًا, the servants of the most merciful, and became servant of shaitan instead. So this person is doing what their master told them to do. He's writing Dal at this time and Qaf at this time and this number here and that number there. And the magicians, by the way, are terrified of Rayat Kisra. Ajib. They absolutely, like, if you they say these days people put on forums, they talk, they're open about it.
I saw
they say whoever writes it will die.
Really?
Yeah, they believe that the worst of the devils come to, as if the devils are like, there's a good one and a bad one. Yeah. But they like believe that the most evil of the devils comes, and they'll take you, like basically they'll take your life after you've written it. So that's why you never ever see 10 by 10. You always see like 3 by 3 and 4 by 4.
Interesting.
It's very strange.
Very strange.
Very stupid people. These amulets is that what some of these guys are given is just printed pieces of paper. This is from the point of ruining your belief in Allah. So what I said is not everything is sihr, right? Sometimes this guy wants to give you this thing just to ruin your iman. But one of them is getting at you through magic. The other one is giving you something that resembles magic and might lead you to take magic later on, because usually when people open it and see a printed paper, they're not all too pleased. Like, I wanted something handwritten, man. At least you could have bothered to written it with your own hands. But the end result is taking you away from Islam, making you trust this thing. If I don't take it off my neck, I'm gonna, all of that. And I think at this point, very useful to talk about at-ta'weez min al-Quran. So the first thing we need to understand is that a lot of the reports of the ta'weez from the Quran are not authentic. In fact, Ibn Abi Shaybah said not one single Sahabi is it authentically reported from them. There are reported ihtimalat, like Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As, that he used to put the Quran around the necks of his children. Like in the zahir here is that he used to do it min bab al-ta'lim, teaching them that, like I don't know if you see this, how the kids used to learn before. They used to have like a little, like a board.
Yes, right,
like around their neck, and they would like look at it and learn from it. But it's certainly not clear that he put ta'weez on it. Like even if we accept that happened among the tabi'een. Some of the tabi'een considered it to be acceptable to put that Quran. We have three things to think about. The first thing is, there are Sahaba who clearly said that it's haram, and there's no doubt about that.
Yes, yeah.
Abdullah ibn Mas'ud used to say it is, and he's afqah min afqah as-Sahaba. Ba'd al-Khulafa al-Rashideen, from the most fiqh among the Sahaba, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. And he said it is haram from the Quran or from other than the Quran. So now the issue became what? It became a matter of ikhtilaf. Why? That's actually on our side, not on their side. Why is it shows that the matter goes back to the dalil. It doesn't go back to the fact that you say Abdullah ibn Amr used to wear it.
Exactly.
You have no dalil now. Why? Because you bring Abdullah ibn Amr, I bring Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. Well, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud is a'lam wa afqah min Abdullah ibn Amr radiyallahu anhum ajma'in. May Allah be pleased with all of them. Like Abdullah ibn Mas'ud is afqah bi kathir. And also Abdullah ibn Mas'ud has been with the Prophet ﷺ far longer. Even still, it doesn't matter. The fact that there is a view here and a view here means you cannot use Abdullah ibn Amr, cancel.
Yeah.
You can only use dalil.
Yeah.
I also can't use Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. No problem. I'm ready. Dalil. Find me one single dalil that supports any kind of ta'weeth. Rather, the Prophet ﷺ used to see when he saw it, cut it off. Iqta'ha. Cut it off. The statement, if you don't cut it off, ma aflahta abadan, you'll never be successful. The statement, فَلَا يَزِيدُكَ إِلَّا وَهْنًا, it only makes you more sick. And the state that he sent Ali bin Abi Talib, any camel you see with a string on its neck, cut it off. And any grave you see to flatten it, and so on. The point is, there's no dalil. So now we have all the dalil, and we have the view of Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, and we have the fact that the view of Abdullah ibn Amr is not sahih from Abdullah ibn Amr. That's now looking, I've got more. I'm not stopped yet. Those who took the view from the tabi'een, and there were a'imma from the tabi'een who allowed it. What did they allow? The pure Quran, the Mus'haf. That is it. They did not allow symbols, letters, writings, numbers, tables, Iblis, Fir'aun, Haman, Israel, Jibrail, Mikael, Israfil, Ya Haman, or nothing like that. They allowed only one thing: pure and uncorrupted Quran. Not scribbles. They didn't allow scribbles. They didn't allow, Allahu la, that, no. They allowed the pure Quran. So I say to these people who make these ta'weeth from the Muslims, I want to do something. I just want to go to Quran.com. I want to print out Ayatul Kursi, and I'm going to wrap it up and put it on my neck. What do you think? Say it doesn't work. Allah. And now your lie came out.
Exactly.
Because the reality is, you don't want the ta'weeth that came from the Quran. You want to write Qaf Ba Ta. You want to write what came from Kisra.
That's right. Yes.
You want to write Kisra here. And what you're doing is shielding that through Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As.
Exactly.
Waruyat and Aisha, and it said that Aisha did, and it said that maybe it was the view of some of the tabi'een, and maybe print Ayatul Kursi. I believe it's haram. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud believed it's haram to print Ayatul Kursi and put it on your neck. I believe it's haram to do that. Min bab sadd al-dhari'a ala al-aqal. It stops the person from going into further evil. No problem. If you did that, would it work? According to your shuyukh who write the ta'weeth, your imam who writes the ta'weeth, your wali, your mawla, molvi, mawlana, all of these people, sheikh and tabib and whatever you want to call him, spiritual guide and all of that. I just want to know, if I print a copy of Ayatul Kursi from my printer, and then I wrap it up and put it on my neck, as you said Abdullah ibn Amr did, and as you said that it was the view of this and that, will it work or not? Al-Jawab, La, it doesn't work. Why? Because you don't have a special source. Umar radiallahu anh cut the tree, Bay'at al-Ridwan.
Yes.
The tree that Allah Azza wa Jal praised, the Muslims made the pledge under the tree, and Umar cut it down. Why? Because people started stopping at the tree and seeking barakah from the tree. Subhanallah. For me, they have no response to it.